Good morning, everybody. And just when you think you got it all figured out, here comes something you never dreamed about. Life is so unpredictable. You got to let life flow. You got to let life flow.
So the first thing I'm going to say is good morning, everybody. Good morning. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to turn the mics off for just the rest of the class here so we don't get any feedback. And I'm a little bit hungover this morning. You know, we have the little bit of the day after, the morning after kind of feeling. And if you're asking yourself because you weren't here yesterday, what we're the morning after of, it's the morning after our 100th episode. Yes, which means that you know what today is? Today is episode 101. Episode 101 of the Morning Flow Show, aka your AM Daily Dose of Chi. I'm your host, David-Dorian Ross, the Jack LaLanne of Equilibrium. And thanks to Rick Starks for that one. Appreciate that one. I want to welcome a bunch of new people. Yes. Oh, yes. And today is still part of Palindrome Week. I haven't been mentioning this, but did you guys know every day, just go back to the calendar, look at the calendar. Every day this week is a palindrome. Today is 41714. Yes. I think. Is that right? Yes, 41714. And that means tomorrow, 41814, is Paul Revere Day. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. So, today is my last day here at this beautiful studio. This has been so really wonderful, so beautiful. And I have to admit, I'm feeling a little melancholy. I'm feeling a little sad, to be leaving and to not be in this gorgeous place anymore. I'm also very excited about going home and seeing my family, and I miss them so much. But as I was getting up this morning and I was thinking about, having to say goodbye and what the feelings I have all about that, I have some thoughts about saying goodbyes and what comes up when you do that. And I have to warn you that I may get a little emotional when I get there, because I noticed that when I was writing out my show notes this morning. It's like, oh, there's some emotion behind all that goodbye stuff. So I'm just warning you in advance that may happen. But I'm going to save all that for after we get up and Chi Boogie. And I told some of the people in just a couple minutes ago that one of the things I loved about yesterday's show was that I got a brand new playlist because I skirked all the music from all my other posse members. So I'm going to rerun that today. Yes, that's the best part, isn't it? All right, I'll tell you what, you guys go ahead and get set, and I will join you in just a second as soon as I turn the music on. And Jim's going to join me here, so come on out. And you can just be right there. And so I'm tell this is Jim, and tell all the people that are joining us new today, here's the basic philosophy. Whatever you do today is absolutely fine. You don't have to learn anything. You don't have to do anything the way we do it, especially the way he does it, because we don't care. Because anything you do is absolutely beautiful and perfect. So that's all I have to say about that. Okay, we'll begin at the beginning. Maybe just that. There we go. Go ahead and float your arms out in the air, and then just let them drift on down by your sides. Yes, you know how to do this. Just flying like a bird. Get yourself into that soaring kind of space there. Elevate yourself and just float out on the breeze. Breathe in, because the breath can do all the work for you. Then you don't have to think about anything. And breathe out. Nice. All right, breathing in, the hands float up, then fold into the heart, then float all the way down in front. Keep on going. And one more time, sinking the chi, the hands float out, drift into the heart, and ease all the way down. Very nice. Let's get this foot out to the side. And then in front, the hands will float up for opening the door, and then just ease on down. See, he's been following me on camera all week long, so he's actually advanced. He just didn't want to admit it. And float down, opening the door, very nice. All right, stay with me. Hands float up, pull into the heart, and let's step right into the corner and push. Just find your rhythm, yeah? Find the flow. Breathe in, breathe out. And breathe in, and breathe out. That's all there is, just breathing. Let's bring it on back to center so we can do the other side. Step in, step out, and push. Yes, you got it. So this is as hard as it gets. I can't really do much more. Take it back. Breathe it out. One more time. Finding your rhythm is the theme of the day today. I step back in and hug the big tree. Inhale and open, because there is a rhythm to life and everything in it. So just float on down. And if you lose your rhythm, just go back to the beginning, sinking the chi. Yeah, and float on down. And open the door. Hands float up. And just ease on down. And drift back up again and hug the big tree. Inhale and open. Fingertips come floating back together. And then flip over. And this hand will just fall. And just toss it out the side of the door. And then the long arm is going to fold back on in. And push. Just push it right to me. I'll catch it. Just push it out there. And then this hand falls and tosses out to the side. Just bend the elbow. And push. And toss. And fold on in. And push straight forward. Beautiful. This is called repulsing the monkey. Right? Version 1. Now, don't be shy. Let's take the whole body over there when I reach out. And then bring it back on in and push. And then get it all the way out the other side. Very nice. And bring it back on in and push it forward right here. And hug the big tree, right like that. Inhale and open. Fingertips come floating back in. That was very nice. Nice monkey repulsing. Float all the way down. Back to the beginning. Sinking the chi. So you guys are doing really good. My group has been together with me for so long that most of you are not thinking, but a couple of you are. I caught you. Float back up, hug the big tree. So you know what I always say? Less thinking, more sighing. So flip those hands over, let this hand just drop and float over to the side. And as you fold it back in, a big sigh. All right. And toss out. Breathe in. Very nice. All right, stay with me. Toss this out to the side. And let's bring this guy with it over to the side and step in. And now the whole body just melts down. Drip, 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 and floats back up. And sink down. And drift back up. Very nice. All right, this hand pushes down. Just push down. And drift back up. And float down. And float back up. Very nice. We just want to get all the parts oiled up. This hand folding in. And float back out. And fold in. All right, I think you guys are warmed up enough. Let's get everything working together. All the way. Of course, if you're chewing gum at the same time you're doing, you might actually break something. So, hold this in. Float back up. Very nice. Now stay with me. Fold in and take a step right into the corner and push. Yes. And step on back in. And everything goes to this side. Step on in and just melt down. It's the easiest. Yes, so Jim, have to make a big loud sound. See, that's what's missing. You haven't made enough noise yet this morning. We're going, Right, this hand pushing down, push down, and float up. This hand folding in. Yes, now both hands moving together. Push down, fold in. One more time. Good. Stay with me. This foot makes a step into the corner and push. Excellent. Let's come on back in. Everything goes to this side. The arms float out. I step in. And all together 2 times. Float down, back up, sink on down. Stay right here. Take a wide step out to the side and push. And then sit on back. And we're going to drag this hand all the way across the sky. Just drag it all the way over. Then back over here to this side, and both hands go over here. And 2 times all together. Float down, back up again, float down. Very nice. One more time. Sink down, stay right here. Take a big wide step and push. Good, and sit back and drag it across the sky all the way over. Back over here, both hands go to the side 1 time all together. Take a step, push it out there. Lovely, that's right, that's it. Step back, all the way across the sky. Take it over here, everything goes to this side. 1 time, sink down, take a step and push. That's some nice rhythm. Let's sit back and drag it right to the middle. Step in and hug the big tree. Beautiful. Inhale and open. The fingertips come floating back together. Hands flatten and float all the way down. Oh, so nice. Back to the beginning. Sinking the chi. Floating in. Just ease on down. Very nice. Opening the door. The hands drift up in front. See, this is always a good place for a big loud sigh. And a wiggle. Amy, float on down. And floating back up. Oh, Gary's here. Come on, join us. Hug the big tree. Inhale and open. Fingertips come back. I'm just going to step forward a little bit. Hands flip over. This hand just drops and floats to the side. And then reach on in, repulsing the monkey. Push. This one falls. Drifts in. Push, beautiful. Again, just drop this out. This one comes with them and step in. And you know how to do this all together. 2 times. There's once, back up. 1 more time. Stay right here. Take a big wide step and push. And sit back and drag it all the way across the sky. Yes, yes, just like that. Back over here again. Everything goes to this direction. You guys know it. 2 times. There's once, float back up. 1 more time right there. Take a step and push. Beautiful. Sit back, drag it all the way across the sky. Right, stay with me, something new. When we come back, this hand's going to circle around on top of the big round moon and take a step out here and toss the frisbee. Toss the frisbee out. And just roll that on back for me, would you please? Thank you. Toss that out. Parting the wild horse's mane. Breathe in. Breathe out. I'm laughing because you guys look so awesome. Toss it out there. Stay with me. Sit on back. Drag this hand across the horizon, all the way other side of the earth. Back over here. This hand on top. Step in. Stepping out. Just toss it out there. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. And sit on back. Drag it all the way across. Back over here. This hand on top. Stepping out and toss. Just 1 more time. Breathe it in. And breathe it out. That's it. Sit back. Drag across. Just like we did. Back over here. This hand on top. Step in and 1 more time. Toss it out there. Roll it back. And toss it out and sit on back. And drag it right to the center so we can step in and hug the tree. Nice. Inhale and open. Fingertips come floating back together. Hands flatten and float all the way down. And what the heck? Let's go back to the beginning. Sink the chi. Exhale all the way down. Opening the door. Hands float up. Ease on down. Nice. Float back up. Hug the big tree. Inhale and open. Fingertips come back together. Hands flip over and toss away, repulsing the monkey. Back into center and push right to me. We'll catch it over here. This one falls. Folds back in and push. Let's keep it going. Toss away. Bring this guy with it. Step in one time, because that's all you need. Sink down, step out there and push. Yep. Sit on back. Drag it across the sky. Back over here. Everything goes to this direction. One time, just move it all down. Take a step. Push. Just like that. Do it one more time. Sit back. Drag across. Take it back over here. Everything goes to this side. One time, move them all together. Take a step and push. And just because we're so professional, let's do it one more time. Drag it across the sky. Step back over here. Everything goes to this side. One time, brush knee and push. Excellent. All right, stay with me. Something a little changing here. Drag it across the sky. Come back over this side. This hand circles around on top. Step out and toss that frisbee. Parting the horse's mane. Roll it back one time. And toss out. Excellent. Sit on back. Drag across the sky. Just chopping broccoli. Over here, this hand on top. Step out and toss. And one more time, breathe in and breathe out. All right, stay with me, moving your hands like paintbrushes. Just color a new stripe on the wall and turn, turn, turn. You know what we're doing? Waving hands like clouds. A new cloud shape, turning all the way over. Step in and make a hook. Stepping out, single whip. Ah, very nice. Release the hook and let it just roll on down. And we make a new cloud shape and turn 2 times across the sky. There's 1, change, 2, step in. This hand makes a hook, step out, single whip. That's all there is. And let's loop that back. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Release the hook and come on down. Just rolls right into a new shape. And 2 times across the sky. There's once. Change. 2. Step in. Hook. Step out. Single whip. And one more time. Because once just isn't ever enough. Once again, breathe in. All right, stay with me. Reversing direction, up and over the top. And the snake creeps down into the grass and through. These guys haven't had the smile spot conversation yet. You go down as long as you're smiling. That's all you need to do. And push through. Release the hook and come on down. Change the shape of your cloud. It's early. It's still early. For some of you, it's even earlier than us here. All right, so let's step back into the center. Hug the big tree. Inhale and open. And the fingertips come back together. Hands flatten. And float all the way down. And one last time, sinking the chi. Inhale. Float in. Exhale all the way out. This foot's going to return. And on a Thursday morning, my last day in this beautiful studio, a little bow is all I ask for. Nice work, you guys. Gary and Jim. Woohoo! All right, thank you guys. Go away.
Gary?
Eric. I don't know why I said Gary. Where did that come from? Yes. Good morning, Gary. Oh, that was so much fun. You guys are awesome. All right. You see why it's going to be so much tough for me to leave here with all this fun stuff going on here? Well, I have just a couple of quick thoughts that I wanted to share with you this morning before I let you go, before I say goodbye to you for the day. And we get up, because I have to let you go as soon as possible because it's Thursday morning and great things happen on Thursdays. And I got to let you go out and get started on that stuff. But, this morning I woke up, even before I got down here to the studio, and I started thinking about, today's the last day here, and saying goodbye to the set, but also saying goodbye to all the people that I've met while I've been here. And I started to get a little sad. And I started to think, what is that about? Why do we feel sad when we say goodbyes? There's all kinds of things that came up about it. Is there fear that you're not going to see somebody again? Is there, just sort of the tradition that goodbyes should be sad? All that kind of stuff. And I really sort of dug a little bit deeper. And what I came up with was this, that I think that we get sad because in the moment of goodbye, there's a little part of us that goes into panic. There's a little piece of us that says, no, it's too soon. It's too soon. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready to say goodbye because there's still something else I haven't done yet. There's still one more story I haven't told you. There's still one more thing that you haven't taught me that I want to learn from you. There's still one more drink, one more walk, one more, there's just one more thing that we haven't finished yet. And I'm panicked that if I say goodbye right now, I'm not done yet. Right? There's one more hug, there's one more kiss, there's one more I love you, there's one more I see you, and I see how extraordinary you are, and I haven't said that yet. And so I'm a little bit panicked at the moment of saying goodbye because I'm not done yet. And so I started to think, what is the lesson that we learn from that? Maybe we don't have to be panicked if we can learn how not to keep those things held in, right? We get panicked, we are sad at saying goodbye with all the stuff that we haven't done yet. Well, for crying out loud, why don't we just go do them? Every day we go to bed and there's still all this unfinished business inside of us. Maybe we should finish that business. So, you go to bed every night empty. Like, I've done it all. I went out and I said, all the I love yous, all the I thank yous, all the I'm still pissed off at yous, all the things that you haven't said, empty it out. And then you wake up fresh the next morning and could fill it up again, right? And by the way, if you think, oh, but, I've said that like 80,000 million times, I love you, it's like, it's okay. It's okay. If you feel one more in there, there's always the 80 millionth and 1th time that you could say that. So I never get tired of telling you guys that every morning. And then on the other side of goodbye, there is something new. There's what? A new hello. There's something that you can reach out to and make a new acquaintance. And I found this really wonderful quote from Jack Kerouac from On the Road that I wanted to share with you this morning. And I thought it just really kind of expressed what's next. He says, what is that feeling when you're driving away from people and they recede in your rearview mirror on the plane until just their specks disperse? It's the too huge world vaulting us, and that's goodbye. But we lean forward to the next crazy adventure beneath the skies. Right? There's always a next crazy adventure. That's what we lean into. Anyway, those are my thoughts this morning. Thank you guys for letting me share those with you. Appreciate that. All right, a couple of quick announcements that I wanted to make with everybody and then let you go. And so the first thing I want to say is a huge thank you to all of my posse who came in yesterday, got up early, spent some time putting together their movements. I just want to say, Amy, Deanna Demid, John Paul Vincent, CJ McPhee, wherever she is, sleeping, I'm probably sure. So thank you all, you guys. You're just too freaking awesome for words. And so thank you. And then the other thing is, I want to give a huge thank you to all the other people, the participants who came yesterday, who come every day. We singled out a few people yesterday to acknowledge and give a little special treats to. But immediately after we got offline, we were already emailing each other, goes, oh my God, we didn't say this about that person. So you know, it's like everybody, I want to say, but there's a couple people that I do want to just acknowledge really especially. So Rick Starks, who's been really faithful, who's like, he's working it, man. He's out there teaching a lot of classes, just like drumming up new students as fast as, I think he just walks down the street and puts a headlock on somebody and says, hey, you're coming to my Tai Chi Fit class, right? John Corcoran, who is sometimes invisible, but other times not. He's been here like since the beginning, and John, you've always been a great supporter. Kristen Onderdonk, who is bringing generations to Tai Chi Fit. Kristen's doing so much, and you know, and that's just to name 3 out of the dozens and dozens and dozens of people who are coming. So if we didn't say your name, it doesn't mean that we don't have you right in here and aren't thinking about you. So thank you for coming. We see you. We do. Other announcements today at 10 o'clock, you know what happens. CJ is teaching that hour-long Tai Chi Fit class, so if 15 minutes isn't enough for you, go get with her, get an hour of chi sweat. I'm not sure if that sounds good or bad, but just, you know, work with that. And then what's coming up? If you are in the Thursday Tai Chi Chuan Academy group, last time I promised we have to reschedule, so I'm gonna send out an email this morning about reschedule for tonight. Good news is, Deanna tells me I don't have to travel again until July, so we should not have to have any other reschedulings for that. The Sunday group can tell you I'm back on track, so when I make a promise, I can keep it on that, but sometimes it happens. I'll be traveling tomorrow, so CJ will be here in the morning to lead the class. Come and give her grief, would you please? All right, that's all I have to say. I gotta let you go. Keep your hearts open today. Don't forget to take time to play. Don't forget to take time to say that 80 millionth and once I love you to somebody. And no matter what life throws at you, go slow. Love you guys. See you Saturday.
Things out of nowhere to blow your mind. And one thing I know for sure, yeah, babe, you got to let life